Okay, we're going to start on Lammott Ches Amud Aleph. Good morning, everyone, in Masechah Sanhedrin. Not for you, it's for the tape. On second line, Zerubbabel, which was the son of Shaltiel, according to many. Zerubbabel Shenizra Bevavel. He was also conceived in Babel. Umashmo, what's his real name? Nehemiah ben Chachal Yeshemo. Yehuda v'Chizkiah b'nei Rabbi Chia havu yasu b'sudasa kamei Rabbi. They were sitting in front of Rabbi v'lo-avo-come, Rabbi lo midi. Nobody was talking. They weren't saying anything. Amar lahu. So Rabbi said this Talmidim agavru chamra adardiki kihechi delemru milsa. Get them a little bit shtickle intoxicated. Let them drink a little bit so that they'll start talking. Kevan de ipsum. Once they started getting drunk, pischu ve'amru ein ben David bachi yichlu shnei bate avos mi Yisrael ve'eluhein rosh gola shebevavel v'nasi sheb eretz Yisrael. So they said Ben David Mashiach's only going to come when two of the Batei Avos in Yisrael are no longer around, i.e. the Rosh Gola Shebevavel and the Nasi Sheberetz Yisrael. Now, Rebbe couldn't have liked this so much because who was Rebbe? He was a Nasi Sheberetz Yisrael, basically saying that until he's gone, Mashiach can't come. Shenemar v'haya lemikdash, the Mashiach will come. Ula even nagaf, there'll be a tripping stone, l'tzor michshol, a stumbling rock, l'shnei Batei Yisrael. So two Batei Yisrael will stumble and trip before Mashiach comes. Says the Gemara, that's not exactly what I had in mind. You're putting thorns into my eyes. Rabbi, what do you want? Don't worry. Yud Yud Nun is 70. V'sod Samach Vav Dalet is 70. Nitam b'shivim otios. Nichnas yayin yatza sod. So it's just interesting to note, again, we don't have time to go through all of the details with the Haggadah and all the Marshas and everything, but at the end of the day, it's interesting to know, like, did he try to make him feel better? Is he saying, don't worry, it's not really true because they're drunk? Or is he saying, no, nichnas yayin yatza sod, and don't be upset at them because they're just telling you the truth. So, Abraham Chistam Ramrukva, V'yamr le'amr Rav Chista, Darash Mari Bar Mar, Ma'idich Sivaish Kodesh Amal Aravi, Ve'aleinu Ki Tzadik Hashem Elokeinu. Kosh Baruch Hu brought the Ra because he's such a tzaddik. Mishum de tzaddik Hashem V'ish Kodesh Amal Aravi Aleinu. What does that mean? What does that mean? He's a tzaddik, so he brought Ra. It's not a good thing to get Ra. In famous Gemara, yes, tzedakah asa Kadosh Baruch Hu in Yisrael. He did a tzedakah. Shehigtim galus Sidkiyahu ve'od galus Yechanya kayemes. Yechanya was sent out first, and when Sidkiyahu's galus was sent out, the people in Yechanya were still alive, because it could have been that they were sent out, and all the Talmidei Chachamim were done by the time the galus Sidkiyahu came, and there would be no Batei Midrashim and no yeshivas for them to go to. At the very least, now it's not good to go to Galus, but they have to go to Galus, so the Talmidei Chachamim of Yechanya were still around, and now the next Galus can learn from them and keep the flame of Torah alive in the Galus. D'chsiv be beGalus Yechanya hacharesh v'amasker aleph cheresh kevan sheposken hakol nasu kicharashin. The reason that the Bnei Chizkiah were called, or the people in Chizkiah Galus Yechanya were called cheresh, deaf mutes, is because they knew so much Torah that as soon as they spoke, everybody became deaf mute. There was nothing that anybody could say, because you couldn't argue with them. They knew everything. Masker, Kevin, Shasor, and Galacha, Shubein, Poskin. And they were called the closers, because once they closed Halacha, again, you couldn't argue with them, because they knew everything. The Kamahavu, how many were there? Elef. Kamahayu, Elef. Ulamar, Ula says, that wasn't the only tzedakah that Hashem did, by making sure that the Galus Yechani was still around. Shehiktim, Shtei Shanim, Levin, No Shantim. This is a famous idea. Torah says that, Kitol, Lebanu, Nevanim, No Shantem, Ba'aretz. Kodesh Baruch Hu is going to basically get rid of you. And Lamais it says, Vasi v'ishchatem. He's going to get rid of you. Vasisim pesal tumudas kol. Vasisim rabbeinu Hashem lekech halachi. So what's the gematria of Vino Shantem? Do the math. 852. So it says that Vino Shantem at 852 years, Kodesh Baruch Hu is going to destroy the entire Jewish people. Amar vacha bar Yaakov shma mina meheira to Mariama tamne mea v'chamshin v'tarjin havo. It says he's going to get rid of them meheira. Mehira is 852. So what's the stucca that he did? Because had he waited 852, where do you have this math? 2448. So when the Jewish people left, is when they got the Torah. And when they got the Torah, or when they left Mitzrayim. 2488 is when they went into Eretz Yisrael. The verse Beis Hamikdash was built in 2928, and it was destroyed in 3338. So what's 2498 to 3338? 850 years. Had it been destroyed 2 years later, the Jewish people would have been destroyed, not the actual thing. This whole discussion is shown him, so why is it 2 years? It could have been just been 1 year. He could have taken that earlier, but fine. Lamais, at the end of the day, we see that Kodesh Baruch Hu did a tzedakah by chasing them out after 850 years and not waiting till 852, because had he waited till 852, vin no shantem, it would have been, as the Pasuk says, v'hishchatem. They would have been destroyed. Fascinating. Lefichach, similar to the Gemara that says that better that he destroyed the Beis Hamikdash, because if he didn't destroy the Eitz and Avanim, he would have destroyed the Jewish people. Similar idea. I quoted this recently. I just don't remember when. Tana Rabbanan. Adam Yechidi Nivro Mibnei Ma. Why was man created Yechidi? Why was Adam Arishon created by himself? Why not create two Adams? So we saw already yesterday a few answers. So one, because if there were numerous people, were Sanhedrin, Lammott, Chesed, Aleph, 6 wide line. Because the meaning would say that there's numerous Adam, so each Adam was created by a different God. As Rashi explained, because if there were two, let's just say two Adams, so then the people who were Rishayim would say, we came from the Rasha Adam, we came from the Tzaddik Adam. Tzaddik Adam would say, well, it doesn't matter what we do. Where does he say? Rashi here, Anu b'nei Tzaddik, our father was a Tzaddik, and therefore we don't have to worry about Averas. We're not going to sin anyway. We don't have to stay away from Averas. And Anu b'nei Rasha, it says we're not even going to bother, because at the end of the day, it's not going to help, because our DNA is to be a Rasha. Another reason is because if you had two Adams, then the families would argue with each other. Because you'd say that this is my family, this is your family, this belongs to me, that belongs to you. They're still fighting, even though we all came from one person. Imagine if we would have come from two people. Because of the Gazlanim and the Chamsanin in terms of stealing. Why? Similar to Mishpachos, but it's saying that at the end of the day, we would come, and just like the first Rashi in the Torah says, Breishis, B'Shvila Torah Shnigarashis, and it tells us that Lamaisa, Kadosh Baruch Hu gave us the Torah, and therefore, he gave us our Torah, therefore he could say that it belongs to us. It would be the same thing. My father got this land. Your father got, no, it was my father that got this land. So we all came from the same place, and it was all of our father, Adam, who got the land. 2 dots. This is another thing that he created. Like we said yesterday, if a person makes a mold, all the molds come out the same. If you make a mold, if HaKadosh Baruch Hu makes a mold, then even though he has a mold, they all come out differently. Why are the exact faces of people not exactly the same? Because if everybody was the same, then you would see a woman that you want or a house that you want and say, this is my house. No, it's not. What are you talking about? How would we know? You look exactly like the guy who actually owns the house or is married to the woman. I think the Rishonim ask a question, though. If every woman looks the same, so then what's the difference which woman you have? So you see clearly it's more than the physical attraction to a woman, because if each woman looked the same, so then why would you want another person's wife? So it must be that there's more and that there was an emotional thing as well. Good word for Sheva Brachos. Tanya, maybe not. Tanya, Hi Rabbi Meir Omer, B'shlosha Devarim Adam Mishtana Mechavero. There are 3 ways that a person is different than his friend. V'kol b'maru v'das. You look differently, you sound differently, and we have different knowledge. V'kol v'maru mishum erva. We have different voices, and we look differently because of erva. Fascinating. So that a woman will not switch her husband. And during the day, she'll know what he looks like, and at night, she will go ahead and be able to hear him. Uvedas mnei hagazlanim v'achamsanin. And the das, we have different das so that we wouldn't steal. Why? Because if I know what you were thinking, I know exactly where you hide your money, and I know exactly what the code is to your password online, and I can break into your online banking, and I can break into your house and know where everything is stolen. So if we thought exactly the same, then things would not go so well. Tanu Rabbanan. The code did not help. No. Adam nivra be'er Shabbos. That was because the Kodesh Baruch Hu didn't want it to help. Adam nivra be'er Shabbos. Why were we created on Friday? Because if we were created on Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday, Sunday, Lamaisa, then we would say, well, Adam helped HaKadosh Baruch Hu create anything that came after Adam was created. Famous again, Yitush Kadamcha b'Maaseh Bereishis. If you ever get haughty, we'll say even the lowly gnat came before you. You could do the mitzvah miyad, Shabbos. Not necessarily could you eat right away, but he wanted it to be all prepared for us when we got there. He built a castle, a shichlon, he decorated a hitkin suda, and he created a suda. But
Seder Dorot say in first minute Adam Rishon.
First minutes of the world?
Yeah, but
I don't know.
on 6th day give him life.
He gave him, right, interesting. So you're right. So, but I guess that we would argue that the Minim couldn't argue that he helped create the world if he wasn't actually, if he didn't have a breath, if he wasn't.
No breath.
Right. It's interesting because the Gemara is going to argue on the next daf. It says that he wasn't actually created until the sixth day. But the Seder Doris, okay, shkayach, thank you. So the Gemara says that he, like a mashal, the Melech Bas V'dam, who prepares the suit and then he has the orchim. So to a Kadosh Baruch Hu prepared the suit and then he had the orchim. Now we're going to quote 3 psukim along these lines and we're going to explain all of them. Chachmos bansa beisa chatzva medeh shiva tavcha tivcha matzcha yena af orcha shulchana shalcha naroseh tikra agape mirome kares. So what do these mean? Chachmos bansa beisa. They built the bayis with chachma. Zomi das shagadrachu shabaras kol olam kula b'chachma. He built the world, the house, with chachma. Chatzva medeh shiva elu shiva simei breishis. He carved out 7 days of creation. Tavcha tivcha matzcha yena af orcha shulchana elu yamim v'naharos v'chol tzorchei olam. He prepared meat and mixed the wine. That's all of the yamim, naharos, and everything the world needs. Shalchan eraseh tikra ze adam v'chava. Al gafe mirome keres rabba barbachana rami ksiv al gafe uksiv al kisei. So on one end it describes Adam Rishon as being agape on like the highest plane. On the other end it describes him as sitting in a chair, which is like a lowest plane. So which one is it? So obviously betchila agape ulavasof al kisei. Before he sinned, he was at the height of the world. After he sinned, he was on the lowest part of the world. Mi pati yasser heina chaser leiv amrlo amar kadosh baruch hu mi pitol lezeh. Who caused this one to sin? Isha amrlo. The woman is the one who caused the man to sin. Dichsiv noaf isha chaser leiv. I'm not going to talk about this too much, but it says that a woman is chaser leiv. She's missing heart, and therefore when it says mi pati yasser heina chaser leiv amrlo, chaser leiv is the one who said to him. Chaser leiv being an isha, she's the one who said to him and caused him to sin. Tanya. He was created from afar, from all over the world. Shenamar gal miro inecho sivki Hashem inav mishota b'chol haaretz. Because Baruch Hu was mishota b'chol haaretz, and only then did he go ahead and create Adam Harishon. Amar of Oshia Mishmei Derav Adam Harishon Gufo mi Bavel. Interesting. So the dust for his guf came from Bavel. Virosho me Eretz Yisrael. The dust for his head came from Eretz Yisrael. Ve'evarim mishar aratzos, and the dust for his evarim, for his limbs, came from the other lands. Agvo isav. I'm not exactly sure why it says this, but the afar for his buttocks came from Amravacha me akra de agma, came in Bavel from the lowest places. Just very, very interesting. Again, I'm sure a lot of fascinating agadita and rishonim on this. Amr Yochanan Bar Chanina. Yes.
That says his afar was taken from all over the world. That you can die anywhere, and the land anywhere will absorb it.
Okay. Right, that doesn't contradict this. That's just addition to this. Yeah. Yeah. Amar Yochanan Bar Chanina, I'm not sure where that Gemara is, but Amar Yochanan Bar Chanina, Shtemes Reishos Havayom. This is not like you were saying, the Seder Doris. It says that there were 12 hours in the day. Shar Rishona Hutzbar Afar. On the first day he gathered his Afar, and this is on the 6th day of creation. Shnia Nasa Golam, he made like an outline on the second hour. Shlishis Nimtechu Evarav, he put in the Evarim, all of the limbs. Revius Nizruk Rabon Neshama. Chamishis Amar Araglav stood him on his feet. Shishis Kara Shemos. Remember that Adam tried to find a mate. He called Shemos to all the animals. Shvius Nizdav Galo Chava. Shminis Alu Lemita Shnaim V'Yardu Arba. She conceived and had the babies right away. Unclear if this means that Cain and Hevel came out, or Cain and a twin came out, and then Hevel came out later with a twin. Chias Nizdav Shalecho Min Ha'ilan. Asir Sarach. He was able to keep that for an hour. In the 10th hour he sinned. Achadas Rei Nido. In the 11th hour he was judged. Temes Rei Nitrod V'Halach Lo Shnamar. Adam Bikar Bal Yalin. He was not able to sleep in Gan Eden even for one night. Amar Mi Bar Chama. Ein Chayarash Led Bedam Elim Kein Nidmelo Kibehema. Shenamar Nimshal Kabehemas Nidmu. So just taking another part of that pasuk, it says that we are like behemoths. So if we act like behemoths, then the chayers are going to attack us. If we don't act like behemoths, then the chayers are not going to attack us.
Another opinion, when Caliph came to in Parshat Miraglim, came to Avot. He came to Adam Rishon at the end. Adam Rishon said another opinion about himself.
About?
He called
He said another opinion.
Around the world,
He said another opinion about when he was created.
His creation.
Interesting. Okay. Thank you. You should be giving the daf, maybe. You should start giving the daf.
Not yet.
Not yet. Okay, we're getting there. Amar Yehuda Marav. B'shah shebigish Kadosh Baruch Hu levaris Adam bara kas achash malachi asharis. We want to create Adam, so we know that he speaks at the Pamalia Shamala. So he went ahead and he spoke to a group of angels. Should we make Adam like our tzamenu? What's he going to do? He's going to do some good, he's going to do some bad. Why are you remembering him and being mindful of him? Why would you bother? He took his little finger and boom. He went ahead and he burnt them all. They didn't learn from their kat rishon, and they did the same thing. Kat shlishis amr l'fanav. So they learned. The first two that spoke to you, it didn't help. They're gone. Kol halam kulo shalcha. Kol mashatarot zelasos ba'olam chasei. The whole world is yours. Do whatever you want. Sounds great, master. Kevin shegil anshe dora mabu v'anshe dora flug who rebelled against Hashem shemaseim bekul kol and amr l'fanav v'shalom lo yafer amr rishonim l'fanecha. Were they not right? The first two groups. I'm happy until, again, not literally I get old, but I'm happy to always have patience, and this is something that I expect from human beings. He was as wide as the entire earth. He once he sinned, he made him small. I went ahead and I made him small with my palm. Amr Belazar, Adam Harishon, Mina Aretz Ala Rakiyah. A little bit of a different opinion. He wasn't as wide as the world, he was as tall as the world. From heaven to earth, or from earth to heaven. The Gemara, Rashi doesn't explain it, but it sounds like the beginning of the pasuk, they're understanding Ala Aretz as being the entire Aretz. Is going from earth to heaven. So which one is it? It's the same exact. And as tall as he was, that's how wide as he was. Again, hard to understand exactly what that means, but pretty cool nonetheless. Fascinating. He spoke in Aramaic. And re'echa they understand as being Lashon Arami. Told us Adam. So Kadosh Baruch Hu says, the Torah tells us that Zev Spitz told Adam, he showed Adam everything that would come for all generations. He knew that we would be sitting here today learning Daf Yomi on Rosh Chodesh Elul, but he also saw all of the Gedolim. Kevin Shegil, L'Dor Shiraki, Rabbi Akiva, Samach b'Toraso, v'Nisatze b'Mitatze. So we saw Rabbi Akiva. He was so happy with how much Torah he had, but then he was sad by his meat. And again, fascinating that he chooses Rabbi Akiva out of all of them. Amar v'li ma yikru re'echa el. Ramar v'damarav. Adam Rishon min haya. Again, fascinating Gemara. Exactly what this means, unclear. But he was a heretic. Where are you? An nate libcha. Where did your heart go? Rabbi Yitzchak Omar, similarly, Moshech beralasohaya. He used to cover over his bris milah. He was born with a bris milah and he was embarrassed. Ksivacha v'hema kadam avru bris. Ksivasam as brisi hafer. Adam was avru bris. He covered over his bris, and as brisi hafer is talking about bris milah. V'nachon Amar kofer bi'ikar haya. Similar to a min, he was literally kofer bi'ikar. Ksivacha avru bris. Ksivasam ve'amru al asher azvu as bris Hashem lokei avosam. Again, three very fascinating opinions. It's not Hasam. Rabbi Eliezer Mer have a shakud lilmo Torah v'dama shatash labikor. You should learn a lot of Torah, and also not just because of, but also you should know what to answer not bikoros. Amar Yochanan lo shnei labikor shalov dekochavim. Aval labikoros Yisrael kol shekein depakar tvei. When you're dealing with labikoros of Yisrael, don't even bother, because by giving him information, you're going to make it even worse. He needs to come back a little bit on his own, and when he's not labikoros, then you could have conversation with him. But if he's there and he's lahachis, and you know you're not going to win with him, so then don't even bother. But in abikoros shalov dekochavim, you can work with. Amar Yochanan komakam shepakru haminim shuvasam betzidan. Anytime that there was a chance for a min to read the Torah and see that really HaKadosh Baruch Hu is not the only one, that there's plural, right away the pasuk comes and says, realize it's only singular. Nase Adam b'tzalmenu, plural, and then it says, Vayivra Elohim es Adam b'tzalmo, singular, just to clarify. Hava ner dav nivla sham tzvasam. We're going to ask in a second why it even bothered with the first part of plural if it's clarifying. Let us go down. Vayirat Hashem lirosa se'ir v'esamigdal. Shem singular goes down. Kisham nigloi lav ha'elokim plural. La'elo neosi beit-sarasi singular. Kimi goy gadol shelo Elohim krovim elav plural. Kashem elokeinu b'chokeinu elav singular. Umikam chayso goyecha barta sherhalchu Elohim plural. Liftos lo la'am lo is singular. Adai kirsavon ramav. It's talking about, as Rashi says, kiseis. Ve'atig yomin Yosef. So it says that there are plural chairs, and then it says that Yosef, singular, he sat down. Hanach lamali. So why are all these in the plural? Osa davar alim kein nimlach b'palmalya shel malish. Nemar b'gzeras irin pisgama uv'mamar kadishin shielda. He has the mamar kadishin. So again, it's in the plural to say that, of course, Kadosh Baruch Hu is the only yachid, echad, yachid, and yuchad, but there is a pamalya shel malach, the malachim that he consults with. Hatinach kulu adai karsun ramav ma'ikal meimar. How do you explain the two chairs? Dual Elokims, I understand. The plural Elokim, it's that there's a Pamal Yishamal. Let's just finish and then we'll take the questions. And Balamaisa, how do you understand the dual chairs over here? Echad lo ve'echad leDavid. There's one for him and one for David. The Tanya Echad lo ve'echad leDavid. Seemingly David would go ahead and he would take the will of HaKadosh Baruch Hu and implement it in this world. Dibur Rabbi Akiva. Amalei Rabbi Yossi, Akiva, Admatata Osa Shechina Chol. You're profaning the Shechina by saying that there's two chairs and HaKadosh Baruch Hu is sitting next to David HaMelech. Rather, it's two chairs, and HaKadosh Baruch Hu sits on both chairs, but one is for din and one is for tzedakah, i.e. Rachmanus. One is Adoshem and one is Elokim. Kabli minei lo kalmei. So did Rabbi Akiva accept this? Tashma, of course he accepted it, because we see a later brisa, the Tanya, Echad l'din ve'echad l'tzedakah, did Rabbi Akiva. He changes his mind and said the two chairs are both HaKadosh Baruch Hu, one for din and one tzedakah. Amalei Rabbi Elazar ben Azariah, Akiva, malacha itzel agada. Stop dealing with divrei agada. Kalcha itzel negaim v'olos. Go back to learning halacha. Ela echad l'kisei ve'echad l'sharf l'sarf firaf. How do you pronounce that? No. Srafraf. Sounds good. So one is for the kisei and one is for the stool. Kisei leishev alav, srafraf ladom raglav. So there weren't two chairs. There was a chair and a stool. Again, kiviyachal, to understand exactly what that means, because Baruch was putting his feet up. So the Maisa, it wasn't two different. It wasn't Hashem and David. It wasn't Hashem, Tzedek and Din. It was really Hakadosh Baruch Hu with his feet. Amar Rav Nachman, Haiman diyada ladur leminim karav idis lehader. If you want to answer minim, then you should answer like Rav Idis. Below lo lahader. If you can't answer like Rav Idis, don't bother. Amar hu mina Rav Idis. What did Rav Idis say? So minsa ksivel Moshe amar alei el Hashem. And the Torah tells us that to Moshe he said, "Come up to Hashem." Now, because Baruch was talking, Allah elai mi ba'alei. Should have said, "Come up to me." Amar lei zehu mitatron. This is a malach sheshmo kishem rabo. There was a malach came called Metatron, and he was doing the speaking. It says, "Go up to Hashem," and it's calling him Hashem. It's calling Metatron Hashem. It's like one and the same. If in fact Hashem and the malach are interchangeable, then why don't we serve him? Because Hashem says, "Don't exchange me for him." What does it mean that when the pasuk says, "I can't forgive you"? What are you adding? Lamali amalei himnusa biyadin dafilu beparuf beprunka nami lo kablini. That means that the angel Metatron does not have the power to forgive. That's what it says. Lo yisa lifshachem. He can't forgive the people, and that's why the Jewish people realized that they're not going to accept him as a deity, because even though again he's interchangeable with HaKadosh Baruch Hu, quote unquote, where he can do things that HaKadosh Baruch Hu asks him to do, at the end of the day, he's not really interchangeable, and therefore we will not go ahead and we're not going to accept him as our deity. Amar le'ahumina l'Rabbi Shmuel b'Rabbi Yossi. Ksiv, it says, "Vashem yivtiras tomar maragafres feish me'es Hashem." Should have said me'ito mi ba'ilei. So Amar le'ahu kobe is a similar question. It should have said me'et, not me'et Hashem me'ito. Amar le'ahu kobe shavke ana madrina lei. The launderer said, "Leave him, I will answer him." Ksiv hayomer le'elchna shav eda v'tzela. Shimon Koli Nishei Lamech. Why is Lamech calling them Nishei Lamech? It should say Nishai, my wives, mi bailei. Elam Yishtoi Koyhachi, Hachanam Yishtoi Koyhachi. That's the way the Torah writes sometimes. It talks in the third person. So too it talks about HaKadosh Baruch Hu in the third person, even though, of course, he's talking to himself. Amar lei minalach. How do you know all of this? Hadim mipirkei de Rabbi Meir Shmieli. The Kobe said that I know it from going to Rabbi Meir's shiurim. Rabbi Yochanan Havadarish Rabbi Meir Bepirkei, when he would teach, what would happen? Havadarish Tilsa Shmaisa. He would spend a third of the time in halacha, tilsa gadita, tilsa madle, a third of them telling parables. He had 300 mashalos parables with foxes. We only have 3 left. And again, you can see the Rashi here talks about the whole parable. But let me say, what are the 3 parables that we have from foxes? Moshe tzedek avnei tzedek tzaddik mitzara nechelat vayavo rasha tachtav. We'll pick up here tomorrow.